Hello, respected sir and all my friends. I am a Swati Solapure, studying in a B.Ed first semester at Gokak Education Society, College of Education. Here, I am going to present about social stratification and social mobility. Now, I am telling shortly about meaning and definition, origin, types, and characteristics of a social stratification. Here, what is a social stratification? In all society, people differ each other on all basis of their age, sex, personal characteristics. This refers to the ranking of social groups according to one or more criteria deemed important to society. The ranking indicates that some groups have more and other have less of what society values. For example, money, power, prestige. Meaning of social stratification is a particular form of a social inequality. All societies arrange their member in a form of superiority, inferiority, equality. Definitions of a social stratification. According to Lundberg, a stratified society in one marked by inequality by differences among the people that are evaluated by them as being lower and higher. According to Williams, it refers to the ranking of an individual and scale of a superiority, inferiority, and equality according to some commonly accepted basis of valuation. Origin of stratification. Regarding the origin of a stratification, many views have been given. First, according to Davis, social stratification has come into being due to the functional necessity of the social system. Next one, Professor Sorokin attributed social stratification mainly to inherited difference in environmental conditions. Then, according to Karl Marx, social factors are responsible for the emergence of different social strata, that is, social stratification. According to Guplovis and other contended that the origin of a social stratification is to be found in the conquest of one group by another. Lastly, according to Spengler, social stratification is founded upon scarcity, which is created whenever society differentiates positive in terms of function and powers. Here, we are studying about types of social stratification. Social stratification is based upon a variety of principles. So, we find different types of stratification. The major types of stratifications are caste, class, estate, slavery. Firstly, caste is a hereditary endogamous social group in which a person's rank and its accompanying rights and obligations are ascribed on the basis of his birth into a particular group. For example, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudra castes. Then, class. Stratification on the basis of class is dominant in modern society. In this, person's position depends to a very great extent upon achievement and his ability to use to advantage and inborn characteristics and wealth that he may possess. Thirdly, estate. Estate system of medieval Europe provides another system of stratification which gave much emphasis to birth as well as to wealth and possession. Each estate had a state. Lastly, slavery. Slavery had economic basis in a slavery. Every slave had his master to whom he was subjected. The master power over the slave was unlimited. Here we know about characteristics of a social stratification. On the basis of the analysis of the different definitions given by the eminent scholars, social stratification may have the following characteristics. First, social stratification is a universal. There is no society on this world which is free from stratification. Modern stratification differs from stratification of a primitive societies. It is a worldwide phenomenon. According to Sorokin, all permanently organized groups are stratified. Then, stratification is social. It is true that biological qualities do not determine one's superiority and inferiority. Factors like age, sex, intelligence, as well as strength often contribute as the basis on which statues are distinguished. But one's education, property, power, experience, character, personality, etc. are founded to be. It is ancient. Stratification system is very old. It was present even in the small wandering bonds. In almost all the ancient civilizations, the difference between the rich and poor, humble and powerful existed. During the period of Plato and Kautilya, even emphasis was given to political, social, and economic inequalities. Lastly, it is in a diverse forms. The forms of a stratification is not uniform in all the societies. In the modern world, class, caste, and estate are the general form of stratification. In India, a special type of a stratification in the form of a caste is found. The ancient Aryas were divided into four varnas: the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. The ancient Greek were divided into freemen and slaves, and the ancient of Romans were divided into the partisans and the plebeians. So, every society, past or present, big or small, is characterized by diverse form of social stratification. Social mobility. Social mobility refers to the movement within the social structure from one social position to another. It means a change in a social status. All societies provide some opportunity for social mobility, but the societies differ from each other to extent in which individuals can move from one class or status level to another. It is said that the greater the amount of social mobility, the more open the class structure. The concept of social mobility has a fundamental importance in ascertaining the relative openness of social structure. The nature, forms, direction, and the magnitude of a social mobility depends on the nature and types of a social stratification. Sociologists study social mobility in order to find out the relative openness of a social structure. Any group that improves its standard will also improve its social status. But the rate of a social mobility is not uniform in all the countries. It different from society to society from time to time. In India, the rate of mobility is naturally low because of agriculture being the predominant occupation and the continuity of a caste system as compared to the other countries of the world. Here we are seeing mainly two types of social mobility. One is vertical mobility, then horizontal mobility. Firstly, vertical mobility. It refers to the movement of people from one stratum to another or from one status to another. It beings changes in a class, occupation, and power. It involves movement from lower to higher or higher to lower. There are two types of a vertical mobility. One is upward and other is downward mobility, as you seen below the diagram. When the individual moves from lower status to higher status, it is called upward mobility. For example, if the son of a open joins a bank as an officer, it is said to be upward social mobility. But if he loses the job due to any other reason or inefficiency, he is a downwardly mobile from his previous job. So, downward mobility takes place when a person moves down from one position to another and change his status. Next one is horizontal mobility. It refers to the movement of people from one social group to another situated on the same level. It means that the rank of these two groups are not different. It indicates change in position without the change in status. For example, if a teacher leaves one school and joins another school, or a banker leaves one branch to work in another, or change of a residence, are the horizontal mobility. Apart from the above two broad type of social stratification, there are two other type of social stratification in term of dimension of time. They are intergenerational mobility and intragenerational mobility. When changes in status occur from one generation to another, it is called intergenerational mobility. For example, if the son change his status either by taking upon occupation of a higher or lower rank with that of his father, their intergenerational mobility takes place. Intragenerational mobility. When changes in status occur within one generation, it is called intragenerational mobility. For example, the rise and fall in the occupational structure of a family, which leads to change in its social status within one generation, is called intragenerational mobility. I hope all of you understood this topic. So, thank you, one and all.